Alrighty then, folks. Hello there, and welcome back to some more Super Robot Wars T. So, I had to redo the last episode, as you guys probably saw at the end, but I did the sub-order this time. But anyway, in the last episode, we went and rescued Captain Ulrich, or Harlock. In Japanese, it'd be closer to Ulrich. It'd be like Holrock. But, yeah, so I keep reading it as that in my brain, because I'm like, oh, this is a Japanese game. But, Captain Harlock, we got Toshiro and Lamim. And we got that one other guy, but I guess he's not part of the ship. The little kid, I can never remember his name. But first things first, we did the buy menu, right? Yeah. So, sub orders. Oh, yeah, we did that at the end of the last episode, so I wouldn't forget. I forgot. So if you're curious... Oh, we can't edit it anymore, but, I basically gave it to the people with the lowest. Like, Domon has 19 now, LMB 15, Spike 11, Aikido 12, Tetsuya's at 21, Harlock's still at 8, Van's at 22, Takido's at 28, Sagiri's at 20. Yeah, and that's it. George is also, I think, at 11, but I don't know if he'll get boosted or not from there. We also have enough money to do another customization. So we've done Maz and Dan on Thursday. I remember the Black Serena having a pretty good one. I'm curious about the Burning Gundam, though. And I'm kind of interested about the Gespetzt? I'll try, but I'm never getting that right. We could also do Spiegel or the Arcadia. You know what? I'm gonna give it some time to rest, and then I'll think about it over the mission. Besides that, did we pick up any new power parts? Ooh, the Swordfish has 3. An Aqua Module. Oh. Do we have anyone who's bad at water? Oops. Mech list. Where is you? Ah, there you are. So, water's a B for Domon, B for LNB, B for Spike. Spike technically flies, though, so I don't think that should count. Same thing with Aikido. Tetsuya, maybe, because super robots generally have big issues underwater. Also technically flies. Maybe. I don't think you fly, but we definitely fly. So... Hey Dan, you could have the Aqua Module. Anyway. Is the most important character in the show gonna show up? Yes! I always thought it was Ian, but okay. Ein. So this is that guy from IBO as well. Or he was the reincarnation of the Corgi. Best character, though. Well, yeah, the... What's-her-face? The maintenance chick's still here. Oh. That makes sense. Basically, you know, where everything's... everything's jotted down. I mean, if we do get to go into another solar system, that'd be really cool. But there's probably just going to be some space matches, and we're going to stay around the area. I'm pretty sure we're going to go to Saturn, maybe Jupiter at some point. Yeah, she jacks all trades. Simple as that. Are we gonna let out Girin? Please tell me we let out Girin. The head of Xeon, you know, literal Hitler. Well, he compares himself to Hitler and is actually kind of annoyed with that because Hitler failed. No, I'm not kidding. That is legitimately the line. Still curious why we're on the planet. Unless we're with Domo and unless we're like searching for rain. I believe Taizo is the guy who created the Arcadia. It was either him or somebody else. One of them's like a genius mechanic who ends up joining them eventually. I don't remember if that's in the beginning or the end. Yeah, he just kidnapped this child and now he's the cook. If I remember correctly, that kid's family got murdered and he was a bounty hunter for a long time till he tries to bring in Harlock and Harlock abducts him and then he joins the crew after like 3 episodes. You know, the usual pirate thing. Which is ironically actually something pirates did do. Press gang people and, you know, you keep them press ganged until they commit a crime and then they're officially pirates and they would be hung at any port so they have to stay with you or join another crew. It's very, very common. And the British did it the other way. They would press gang, you know, people in ports who are just, you know, working honest trades to man their ships because they had a horrible lack of manpower after about 1760 because the pay was legitimately terrible. You got something like a loaf of bread a day. It was like 2 shillings or something. And then all they would do is, you know, make you do horrible conditions and drink a shitload till you don't know what's going on. As far as Mime goes, she was working with the aliens who Harlock was fighting. Eventually, after they killed her entire planet, eventually she got tired of it and either defected or just kind of left and was left there derelict until Harlock found her. But I don't believe it was in the Arcadia. I believe it was the ship before that, and then eventually she came into the Arcadia as well. Rebels, not pirates. They don't, you know, pillage and plunder. They're just declared. Oh, god damn it. Sorry about that. I'll try to edit that out if you can hear it, but you know who's helping us? It's Tobia. Or, you know, Cecilia and Kincaid. It's up in the other which one because Kincaid piloted it and then Tobia took it over and upgraded it. Oh, yes, it's Kincaid and Tobia. Good to know. I forgot they always put them together. Technically, Seabook/Kincaid did train Tobia for like 8 chapters, but still. So that is Tobia Arno, the pilot of the Crossbone Vanguard. And this is Kincaid, or otherwise known as Tobia Arrox. Seabook's last name is Arno. And Cecilia, who is the head of the Mother Vanguard, probably, is also an Arno, but we'll get to that in a bit. So this is Seabook Arno, otherwise known as Kincaid. That is Argo Goldsky, the, I believe, ace of the Shuffle Alliance. And probably we're about to fight him, because we have Domon. Oh, Golsky. I thought it was Goski. So yeah, he was a prisoner to Neo-Russia during the thing, but he agreed to get his freedom if he won, which he failed in, I believe, the second to last round. But he did help fight the Devil Gundam by breaking away. And I believe Natasha fell in love with him or let him free or something like that. She was his handler and she'd eventually defected. Yep. Okay, no, it wasn't lover, it was just, you know, she saw the better side of him. Got it. Okay, so we have 3 turns to kill him. So, oh, Kincaid's in the crossbone in this one. Interesting. Usually it's the other way around. Also, this is Tobia's because this is the upgraded version. But yeah. Okay, we have literally the same attacks as the previous games. Good to know. As far as Tobia goes, we had the VSBR, but we need 110, so we're going to need to wait either 3 turns or get 5 kills. Besides that, he's not very good, but he's, like, super great at support if you have the VSBR. Argo, let's see. Yeah, you have basically the mace, a punch, and then the machine gun, so very similar to Domon, just not as good without the erupting burning finger. As far as spirits go, you have persist. Sounds about right for this game. Persist and focus, useful, and Argo, I'm guessing just persist. Persist and bullseye, also really useful actually. Alright, so they have 7. So if we can, I want to pull Argo into the middle so that he tanks a lot of people, but yeah. And I'll tell you this now, we're going to be benching Tobia or Kincaid, whoever we decide to keep the crossbone, like immediately. Almost entirely because he just peters out so quick. Yeah, Kincaid now, otherwise known as Seabook Arno. He and Cecilia were part of F91. Basically, Cecilia was the leader of the Cosmo Babylonia, I believe is actually their official title. So in the beginning of Double Zeta, there's this guy who, working with Yazan Gable, who's the Violator dude from Zeta, tried to kidnap, or tried to capture ships, mobile suits from the Argama. You know, the ship from Zeta. And one of the things he did was he gave, he gave Yazan this one mobile suit, and then he built one himself out of scrap. Somehow he balanced that agreement into becoming a global spanning salvage and reconverting mobile suits empire, eventually taking over a big portion of what Anaheim's business was. Yeah, it's probably a bad idea. He's probably going to get hit too. But it'll be fine. Okay, that's good. And eventually that guy would, he would create his own little, like, private military corp, which was, I forget what the official name is, but he was the people behind Twilight Axis as well. We'll get into that later too. I don't think that's included in this game though. And with those people, he would eventually kind of go crazy, and I believe one of his sons believed that people were basically determined by how noble your blood is and how willing you are to die in combat. And by doing that, they kind of created their own militant group. And that would be the Crossbone Empire, which would attack Side 1 or Frontier Side, and decide that they're going to create their own nation out of it. It failed, of course. And Cecily, or Cecilia, or Brea, depending on what you go by, was the daughter of it, who was working with her, or who was hiding with her mom and dad, or stepdad, who had kidnapped her because her dad was a piece of human garbage, and, you know, the main antagonist of the show. And eventually, Seabook fell in love with her, they got attacked, she got kidnapped, kind of, she went over willingly, and Seabook got in the F91 and, you know, eventually freed her. Well, helped her escape. She kind of freed herself, but yeah. And then they ran away to stop the Jupiter Empire, which was financing what her family had done, and, you know, be the relative good guys. Cool. Alright, so we've done brand marker before. Was that for one turn? Ooh, next round. Next round. Yes. That is the Beam Saber or the Beam Saber, depending on who you ask. Alright, so Argo, we're gonna have you go and Bolt Strike this guy so he dies. And you're gonna Bullseye. No. Oh well. You guys can watch it again. And at least he didn't die. That's good. So hopefully this guy will go after Argo. Can you VSBR yet? You cannot. So we're gonna move you to here. You're gonna Beam Saber. Actually, I have you Beam Saber this guy with focus because I want him to attack again. And so we kill him. And you are just going to shoot down this guy. So basically, Kincaid will solo those two. This guy will either attack either one of them and they'll kill him. And then, if all that is accomplished, we'll win. Okay, so, yeah, that's fine. We don't have to worry about that. Okay, yeah, so you still have Persist going. And we got a land module, super useful. Because that gives us an S on the land, which we need. Oh, you have dash, useful. Oh wait, that's not the ability dash, that's the +1 movement dash. Yep. Of course. So yeah, we already got the SR point, so we just have to kill people. Yeah. So if you don't hit change placement, it just kind of gets a plane in the butt, but it doesn't confirm with you if you want to change placement or not. So yeah, we're gonna switch them to... yeah, that's fine. I actually want Aikido in the back because Aikido has more movement. And yeah, so that should be good. These two will go after... I'm hoping there's more than these 4 guys, because, like, we could take out that with these 3. Yeah, so I'll move these 2 over to the right side. I'll have Dan and Aikido go through the center. And Tetsuya, I guess, because we only have 7. And then I'll have Domon and the Noble on the right side. Oops. Change placement. Oh yeah, Spiegel and Faye. Oh hey, the only one who doesn't want to fight you. Nice. You know, they know quite a bit saying that they were fighting the crossbow or the Jupiter Empire, because the crossbone was supposed to be doing that secretly. Then again, they're, you know, bounty hunters, so they probably would know. Hey, it's that facility we were in the beginning of the first game, or V. This is on Earth where all the oceans were burned up. Dun dun dun. He has his freaking saber gun. I believe it's also a laser gun too, which is fun. I thought Ian belonged to Ed. But anyway. Okay. Yeah, Jupiter Empire, guys. Well, yeah, you know, Mars has to declare independence. Hey, maybe that'll give Spiegel a special attack. Okay, yeah, so Argo can't die, but everyone else, yeah, fuck him. Oh, you still have focus, technically, because it's still the same round. Sweet. Yeah, so he'll move in and get a bunch of hits, and then other people will come in and get kills. Yep. Works for me. Except for that one Jagen. Like, ooh, that's not a good idea, boyo. Oh yeah, that's just Blast Sword. You don't need it just yet. And then you get hit. And then you miss. Oh, goddamn. Oh well. So if I remember correctly, this is a mobile armor that was based off of the Brigo, which was a well, a Xeon mobile suit developed during the 1 Year War. Oh, whoops, that was the wrong button. Yeah, well, I'll look it up later, but if I remember correctly, that's based off of the Brigo that they had recovered during one of the Jupiter Empire's foray into the Earth sphere. So yeah, we're gonna kill you, but, well, I'll just give you one punch. Oops. Okay, yeah, you don't have the VSBR just yet. You do have Beam Saber, though. So the interesting thing about crossbone suits is it's gotten to the point in their lives where, or in the Universal Century at least, from where they are, that beam weapons are so powerful that it doesn't matter what kind of armor or shield you have against it, it's always going to melt through the armor. So what they had to do was they had to make them small and maneuverable so they could get around the enemy attacking them instead of trying to tank it, which is interesting. So that shield that covers its arm is actually a laser shield, which is kind of like a localized eye field. It's a lot more energy efficient and can do a lot more damage. And it's basically used to absorb most beam weapons. The BSBR, though, fires a variable speed one that can actually break through most eye fields and beam shields. That's what makes it so powerful. Also, the paint they used on it flakes off when you move fast enough, so that it's like they have clones going behind them. Yeah, it's kind of lame. I'm curious, did you get another attack? Yeah, you did, actually. Alright. And supporter. Wife's tender loving care. Oh, persist and spirit. Kinda wish I knew what that one did, but that's fine. I'm just supposing we don't have enough... Yeah, not enough morale for that. That makes sense. I'll try to show it off one day, but just not right now. Let's see. You have 20, and Aikido, you have 12. So, you're gonna go after this guy. Good job. You're going to go shoot this guy. And you missed. That's fine. Arcadia. Wow. Alright, never mind then. We're gonna be pulling you back. I don't know if you saw that, but that was a... Yeah, you're gonna get shot down. Yeah, so don't let them use anti-ship missiles against a ship. Weird. Okay. Yeah, not enough to kill him, but oh well. Yeah. Hopefully this guy will go after Tetsuya, so we can get that kill. These two will die eventually, and I'm imagining the rest of them are going to start moving forward. Yep. And then a Battaglia. Yeah, they're not much to talk about. Same thing with these Batars. Yeah, they're basically the same thing, just slightly different. Okay, so yeah, Kincaid can get that kill, that's fine. I believe stat-wise anyway, Kincaid is better than Tobia. But that was in the previous game, so it might be different in this one. Yay, she got the kill anyway. That's good. 0% chance of hitting. Nice. I do love how the enemy still takes those hits. So, no Bell Gundam. Well, first off, Tetsuya, you can hit him, right? Yeah, you can. Alright, so no Bell Gundam, you're gonna move to here. You're gonna beam hula hoop this boy. Alright, and then Tetsuya is gonna move up. He's going to drill punch. Yeah. I was going to use whatever attack had the best chance of hitting. So yeah, Tetsuya gets that kill, which is good with me. Ooh, nice. Now I can Burning Finger people. Oh. 1 to 2. Hey, we're 2 spaces away from that guy. 1, 2. Wait, do you have enough morale for that? You do, actually. Sweet. Yeah, it's totally to bum around the Bebop, dude. Just accept it. Eh. I'm curious. Wait, fuck, demo's on. Oh, I'm curious to see if this would kill him in 1 hit. It wouldn't, but... Alright, you didn't get hit from that, did you? No, you didn't. Alright, so yeah, you'll move up to here. The Arcadia will pull forward since it's not in danger anymore. Hopefully they target Aikido, but they're probably gonna go after her. That's fine though. So do you have VSBR yet? Required morale is well then enough, but I'm guessing you can't move an attack with it, is the problem. Yeah, we gotta remember not to let Argo get killed, but that shouldn't be too difficult. Ow. Alright, so that works there. I'm imagining this guy's gonna go after us as well. These guys will probably go after Kido or the Genpest. And I think that's everyone, so... You're actually going to evade. Because we're not on a time limit anymore. So getting the free kills is kind of pointless with him. Yeah. That, though, we're actually going to counter with Brand Marker. Or, you know what? We'll kill this one and we'll have the other two kill the other two. Yep. Kido, I was hoping for that. Oh. I mean, it took down a fourth of your HP. Alright, so VSBR. They only have Persist, I keep forgetting. Oh yeah, and Bernadette is the princess of the Jupiter Empire, and Tobia's eventual wife. They're probably not married yet, but they're probably in a relationship. They'll eventually have a kid, and in the time skip, he'll go blind and still pilot mobile suits, because raisins, and give some other kid the Crossbone Ghost. But that manga's like either half done or something like that. I haven't read it. Not actually a big fan of Crossbone myself. Oops, I meant to use Bullseye. But it's fine. Yeah. But yeah, Tobia and Bernadette have a thing. Alright. I'm curious to see if we get a point for this. Okay, we don't. Sometimes you get, you know, those SR points for getting certain people kills. And sometimes the main character is one of those. But it wasn't at this point. Oh. Yep, and I just used 4C, which is a free dodge. Then Aikido, you're going to move up here. You're going to distort attack. Okay, yeah, there's no special animation for that one. Oh yeah, so the thing with Neo Russia is they were just detaining literally anyone who came into their borders if they were a foreigner, Gundam pilot or not alike, and they would take their Gundams after putting these other guys in prison and study them to improve Neo-Russian technology. However, most of them were put to hard labor and eventually killed. They also may or may not have captured the Death Site, which is interesting. But of course, you know, it's apparently a generic Gundam head, so you can't tell one way or the other. That's what people were saying, but it's the Death Site, damn it. Ah, yes, political prisoners, everyone's favorite. Yeah, let's just throw them in the way of conflict. It couldn't hurt at all. Oh, eventually, Kincaid and Brea, or Cecily, whatever you want to call her, eventually give up on the life and have, like, 4 kids or something. And we only, you know, meet one of them, and the other ones just go unnamed. Kind of a casual theme in Gundam. I think Bright No is one of the few people where you know all of his children. Because one's a crazy terrorist, and the other one's not a crazy terrorist. Oh. Oh yeah, he's the ship captain. He's also a pilot of the B Gundam, which is a ball with a giant Gundam head. It was kind of it was kind of just a joke, but apparently there was a ball that they made look like a giant Gundam during Ebo Aku, and that's why they made the Neo's Young so big, is because they misjudged the size of the Gundam, thinking that was just its head. Yep. But we'll find out more about that in the next episode. You know, his horrible torture and other dark things about him. The vents, if I remember correctly. Oh, yeah. So, 10 bucks says Harlock's her dad. Or, you know, the big bad is her dad. Equal odds, actually. Well, she's a mechanical genius, duh. And for the record, a mechanical genius a hacking genius being that you can do more than one keystroke at a time without programming hotkeys. I never believed it. As far as sub orders go, let's see. So we got a little bit extra people now. So as far as score goes, let's do Vans. Oh, that's special order. Never mind. Meant to go to patrol. Yeah, so Saigiri, Tetsuya. Are we only allowed one? God damn it. I keep doing that. Patrol. Patrol. So, Saigiri, Van, Domon, Tetsuya, and... Or actually, instead of Domon and Van, who I believe will actually get the kills, let's do Kincaid, Alan B, and... Harlock's never going to get there. Keto, I'm actually going to use him quite frequently, so I'm not going to worry too much about him. Spike, I don't think is ever actually going to get there. Let's go with the Keto just because it'll make his job easier. Then we got one more spot, so... I guess Van? Just because it'll make it a little bit easier. And then fundraising, we'll just send everyone else. Yep. So yeah, we now have almost enough money to do 2 upgrades. But anyway, folks, that'll be that. And like the episode if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't. We'll be back for more tomorrow with another episode. Good night, folks.